Call this meeting to order. If everyone could please stand and join us for the pledge. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Trustee Mattson?
Here.
Trustee Reiser?
Here.
Trustee Christofferson? Here. Trustee Wilson?
Here.
Trustee Scalise is absent. Trustee Galuza is absent. Mayor Balderman.
Here. Okay. We are once again here, have a proclamation for National Gun Violence Awareness Day. And we kind of talk about some of these statistics every year when we make this proclamation. More than 130 Americans are killed by gun violence on an average. There are nearly 19,000 gun homicides every year. Americans are 26 times more likely to die by gun homicide than people in other high-income countries. Illinois has an average of 1,758 gun deaths every year, with a rate of 14.1 deaths per 100,000 people, in a crisis that costs the state $18.6 billion a year, of which $625.5 million is paid by taxpayers. Illinois has the 30th highest rate of gun deaths in the United States. Cities across the nation, including New Lenox, are working to end the senseless violence with evidence-based solutions. Protecting public safeties in the communities they serve is our highest responsibilities. We can support the Second Amendment rights of law-abiding citizens, and that can go hand in hand with keeping guns away from people with dangerous histories. And certainly, we could talk about gun safety in the home, about practicing gun safety in the home. In January 2013, Hydea Pendleton was tragically shot and killed at the age of 15. And on June 5th, 2026, to recognize the 28th birthday of Hydea Pendleton, people across the United States will recognize National Gun Violence Awareness Day and wear orange in tribute to her and other victims of gun violence. The idea was inspired by her friends for this. Anyone can join in on this campaign by pledging to wear orange on June 5th, the first Friday in June 2026, to help raise awareness about gun violence. We renew our commitment to reduce gun violence and pledge to do all we can to keep firearms out of the wrong hands and encourage responsible gun ownership to keep our children safe. Every year we kind of talk about this, and unfortunately, as every year goes on, we find ourselves as people, and it's not just in this country, it's happening across the world, where we push further and further away from common sense and get hooked on far extreme ideologies. And when you talk about something like the Second Amendment here in this country, people feel like there's no room for common ground, and that's just wrong. That's absolutely wrong. Common sense has to start prevailing in the world. And obviously I can go off on a tangent about social media and how it is for us. We feel like we have to be tribal and pick sides. But really what we should be doing is taking care of each other. And when we talk about guns in this country, I don't think it's a big stretch to say that we should all be supportive of responsible gun ownership, that we should all be concerned about guns being in the wrong hands. Some of that, of course, and I could tangent again when we talk about the Safety Act. You know, some of these criminals that are getting guns shouldn't be on the street in the first place. They should be in jail, but they're not, because we continue to be governed by extreme ideology from both sides of the aisle. But we as everyday citizens have to resist the politicalness of every issue. I don't care where you lean, right or left. Unfortunately, we find ourselves being governed by extremes, depending on what state you live in, and depending on who's in charge at the federal level. So we have an obligation to stand together, regardless of our personal political beliefs, or affiliations and say we have to do what's right by people. And as a supporter of the Second Amendment myself, I believe that guns do belong only in the hands of law-abiding citizens, and that we do have an obligation to make sure that we are securing those weapons in our homes and that we are teaching responsible gun ownership. So I'm really happy to have you here every year. So I'd like you to please step forward and present you with this proclamation.
I always think I should bring a stepladder with me.
No, you know what, that's all right.
I'm actually shrinking,
Yeah,
according
yeah.
to my doctor.
You know what, so am I, believe it or not.
Oh, jeez.
And please, feel free to
Yeah,
say a few
I
words.
just
We
have a
always
few
appre-
words.
No, please go
I
ahead.
just have a few words. So thank you, Mayor Balderman and village board members for recognizing Gun Violence Awareness Day once again this year. I truly appreciate it, considering that firearms are the #1 cause of death for children and teens in our country. In the past years, my remarks have included statistics and/or names of people who are taken due to gun violence. Tonight, I'm going to ask all of us to honor with action all lives that are taken due to firearms. Each person who has died by suicide, homicide, or unintentional shootings deserve to be remembered. Even if you haven't been personally affected by gun violence, you may have a neighbor, a coworker, or a friend who has been affected and are survivors of gun violence. So June 5th through 7th is Wear Orange Weekend. We wear orange just as hunters do to let others know, don't shoot, I'm a human. I'm requesting that everyone wear orange-colored article of clothing on that particular weekend. And it would be a good weekend to discuss with others about responsible gun ownership and ways that we can prevent gun violence. Every 9 minutes in our country, a firearm is stolen from a vehicle. So we have to be aware of that. That's a new study that just came out. Every 9 minutes. And another new law in Illinois is that if you have a child who's 17 or under and are in your home, you need to have your firearm in a locked container. You cannot use a trigger lock or a cable lock anymore. It needs to be in a locked container. And another way that we can honor with action is to donate blood. We're having a blood drive on June 6th at Grace Episcopal Church here in New Lenox. You can visit versitybloodcenter.org, search under the zip code of 60451, and you can make your appointment that day. So thank you very much.
We appreciate you being here. Thank you for your
Thank you.
efforts.
Thank you.
Very good. Okay, next up is the consent agenda, which consists of 3 items. It's a proclamation for National Safety Month, ordinance authorizing the Village of New Lenox to borrow funds from the IEPA Water Pollution Control Loan Program, WRRF Phase 1B1, second read, and approval of a contract for engineering services, bridge inspection with HR Green. Does any member wish any of those items to be pulled and discussed separately? All right, if not, is there a motion to approve the consent agenda?
So moved.
Second.
Motion by trustee Madsen, second by trustee Christopherson. If there's nothing further, a roll call vote, please.
Trustee Christopherson?
Aye.
Trustee Wilson?
Aye.
Trustee Riser?
Aye.
Trustee Madsen?
Aye.
Mayor Balderman?
And motion carries. Okay, next up, we have consideration for approval purchase SCADA radios for PRV sites. More SCADA action. Mark, go ahead.
Yeah, this kind of goes hand in hand with the tower radios and the server. This is for our pressure reducing valve sites. We want to get them all incorporated at some point. We're going to start with the 2 most important, one at the old Public Works facility on Country Creek Drive, and then the one at our Tinley Park pump station. Once again, this is Tri-R Systems who's going to be doing the work, and they've given us a cost not to exceed $100,000. So this time I'm requesting we waive the formal bidding process and approve this proposal.
Very good. Any questions for Mark? All right, is there a motion to approve the purchase?
So moved.
Second.
Motion by trustee Christopherson, second by trustee Wilson. If there's nothing further. I'm sorry?
Waive the bidding.
Oh, I'm sorry. We got to do it again on this?
Yeah.
All right. Is there a motion to waive the formal bid process for this first? No, you're right, thank you. Want to do that again?
So moved.
Second.
Motion by trustee Christopherson, second by trustee Wilson. All those in favor signify by a voice vote of aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Now is there a motion to approve the purchase?
So moved.
Second.
Motion by trustee Christopherson, second by trustee Wilson. There's nothing further. Roll call vote, please.
Trustee Mattson?
Aye.
Trustee Riser?
Aye.
Trustee Wilson?
Aye.
Trustee Christopherson?
Aye.
Mayor Baldwin?
Aye, motion carries. Next is consideration for approval of proposal of Village Hall HVAC, air handlers, and components. Mark?
Yeah, last year we completed the phase one of the upgrades to the HVAC system. Everything seems to be working well so far. The second phase we had planned for this year. Building Automation Systems, who's done the work, all our work here, and did the first phase, given us a proposal for $116,000. Once again, we are asking to waive the required bidding and approve their proposal.
Was the issue in Sarah's office from phase one or phase two?
That's going to be a phase two issue, sir.
Oh, it was. Very good. Any questions for Mark? Is there a motion to waive formal bidding?
So moved. Second.
Motion by trustee Riser, second by trustee Mattson. If there's nothing further, all those in favor signify by a voice vote of aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Now is there a motion to approve the proposal?
So moved.
Second.
Motion by trustee Christopherson, second by trustee Wilson. If there's no comments or questions, roll call vote, please.
Trustee Christopherson?
Aye.
Trustee Wilson?
Aye.
Trustee Riser?
Aye.
Trustee Mattson?
Aye.
Mayor Baldwin?
Aye, motion carries. Okay, next up is consideration for approval of proposal construction engineering services for Gall-Hawthorne-Fir water main replacement. Christopher Burke Engineering. Mark?
Yes, this is a proposal for the shop drawing review, on-site construction observation, and contract administration services. Although this has not gone out to bid yet, we do need this to be approved to get the IEPA loan for it. So at this time, I'm asking to accept this proposal in the amount not to exceed $184,905.
All right, very good. Any questions for Mark? All right, is there a motion to approve the proposal?
So moved.
Second.
Motion by trustee Christopherson, second by trustee Riser, or Mattson, okay? Any comments or questions? Roll call vote, please.
Trustee Mattson?
Aye.
Trustee Riser?
Aye.
Trustee Wilson?
Aye.
Trustee Christopherson?
Aye.
Mayor Baldwin?
Aye, motion carries. Next up is consideration for approval request to open Cut Haven Avenue for patio restaurant. Will?
Yeah, thank you, Mayor. So the patio restaurant, after doing some exploratory digging, trying to make the connection for the water main, realized we found some unexpected utilities in the area. So to be able to do that work, there's not really the room to do it in the parkway. So they're going to need to dig a pretty big hole into the street already to get our required water valve and vault in there. So we're looking to allow them to open cut that section of Haven Avenue.
Yeah, I seem to be moving along pretty quickly. All right, looks good.
Correct.
All right, any questions for Will on that? All right, is there a motion to approve the request for the open cut on Haven?
So moved. Second.
Motion by trustee Riser, second by trustee Mattson. If there's nothing further, roll call vote.
Trustee Christopherson?
Aye.
Trustee Wilson?
Aye.
Trustee Riser?
Aye.
Trustee Mattson?
Aye.
Mayor Baldwin?
Aye, motion carries. Okay, we'll vote on them separately, but Brian, do you want to talk about the consideration for approval of proposal for bleacher sunshades at the sports complex and the playground sunshades at the sports complex, both with Herrera Construction?
Thank you, Mayor. The bleacher sunshades, this proposal is for adding 13 sunshades to the bleachers with backs, and also adding backs to 10 existing bleachers that are out there, sunshades. 3 proposals were sought, with Herrera being the only proposal to meet both the material criteria and offer a warranty for installing them with the backs on. The cost of proposal is $232,550, and though proposals were obtained, the amount of this project requires us to waive the formal bidding process. So I'm requesting the waiving and approval of proposal at the time.
All right, very good. And then you've got the sports complex,
The playground sunshades, again, three proposals were sought, and in this instance, Herrera was the lowest proposal.
We reached out to 3 credible bidders who do this
Yeah.
type of work, but we didn't put it out to formal bid.
Well, because of, one of them that we talked to couldn't even do the backs without, or wouldn't warranty them.
For the bleachers, that's
Yeah.
correct. They wouldn't warranty. The other one didn't have the color that we had. And Herrera has installed the sunshades at
Yeah,
the
we-
current
Yes.
sports complex.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's an extension of what they've done.
Yeah.
At the site. But we need to waive a formal bid on both.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll take them one at a time. First, is there a motion to waive the formal bid for E?
So moved.
Second.
Motion by trustee Christopherson, second by trustee Wilson. All those in favor signify by a voice vote of aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Now is there a motion for the approval of proposal for bleacher sunshades at the sports complex?
So moved.
Second.
Motion by trustee Christopherson, second by trustee Mattson. Comments or questions?
Just one comment.
Sure.
It's going to be a great addition.
Yeah, we
It's
had,
needed.
obviously, yeah, you're right, Brian. We had to get started out there right away last year.
Yeah.
Kind of saw how things were. And one of the biggest issues out there, because there's so much concrete, such a big area and no shade, is providing some of that. So it will absolutely be a big addition. Great.
That's a
Any-
big health concern too, when people are out there baking in the sun.
Yeah,
This will
no
help
question.
diminish the heat illnesses, yeah.
Absolutely. I might cut back on beer sales. but- All right, if there's nothing further, you got the motions, roll call vote, please.
Trustee Mattson?
Aye.
Trustee Riser?
Aye.
Trustee Wilson?
Aye.
Trustee Christopherson?
Aye.
Mayor Baldwin?
Aye, motion carries. Now I need a motion to set aside the rules, or set aside formal bid process for F.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by trustee Christopherson, second by trustee Wilson. All those in favor signify by a voice vote of aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Now I need a motion for approval of proposal for the playground sunshades with Herrera.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by trustee Christopherson, second by trustee Wilson. Any comments, questions? Okay, roll call vote, please.
Trustee Christopherson?
Aye.
Trustee Wilson?
Aye.
Trustee Riser?
Aye.
Trustee Mattson?
Aye.
Mayor Baldwin?
Aye, motion carries. All right, next up, we have consideration for approval proposal for turf infill addition at sports complex with Motz Group. Brian?
Thank you. This proposal is for the Motz Group to add a combined 1.6 million pounds of sand and rubber infill to the sports complex that was lacking from the previous contractor. This needs to be added to protect the turf from premature failure. The cost of this proposal is not to exceed $1,026,930. Motz is a trusted firm that's done quality work for us in the past, and at this time, I'm requesting to waive the formal bidding and hire Motz to complete the needed
Because they're the
infill.
one that has to, yeah, and the company that we had used before, well, there's just some questions. I would ask, though, that the motion that we make to approve this be subject to attorney review. There's a few things we want to go over on it. But first, I would need a motion to waive the formal bid process.
So move.
Second.
Motion by trustee, where'd that come from?
Right here, Keith.
Trustee Mattson, second by trustee Christopherson. All those in favor signify by a voice vote of aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Now I need a motion to approve the proposal subject to attorney review.
So moved with that,
All right.
subject to review.
Anybody want to second that?
Second.
Motion by trustee Christopherson, second by trustee Mattson. Any comments or questions?
Just a quick question. What's
Sure.
the process for that? Is there going to be any interference with our scheduled tournaments?
No, so they've talked to Scott, and Scott has given them a schedule of when tournaments are going on
Okay.
and what days will be available to do
And
what fields.
kind of remobilize as needed to get it done?
They'll get it done in one mobilization.
Okay, good.
This is more like it's like a fertilizer.
Have you ever
Yeah.
seen these
Like a-
things? It's
Yeah,
crazy.
spread it.
Spreaders,
Yeah.
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 It's nuts.
Cool.
All right, motion's been properly moved and seconded. Roll call, please.
Trustee Christopherson?
Aye.
Trustee Wilson?
Aye.
Trustee Riser?
Aye.
Trustee Mattson?
Aye.
Mayor Baldwin?
Aye, motion carries. All right, next up is consideration for approval of resolution waiving competitive bidding and approving an early work package proposal with Northern Builders. We're excited to get moving on the Crossroads Fieldhouse. We've been doing quite a bit of work with our team and with TRIA Architecture as well as Northern. This, in order to maintain the schedule that we want, is just the initial work that will be out there, the ground clearing, geopiers, that sort of thing. By the time they get done with that, if we approve this tonight, By the time we have our next board meeting, June 8th, we're hoping to have the complete contract with Northern for this. This cost not only includes taking care of that initial work, but also the bond insurance and bonding for the entire project. So that's why that cost is what it is. Any questions on that? No? Okay. All right. So the approval of the resolution waiving the competitive bidding, we have to take that separately from, or is it just part of the
It's
resolution?
part of the resolution, right?
Let's make it part of the resolution? Okay, very good. All right, then is there a motion to approve the resolution?
So moved.
Second.
Motion by trustee Mattson, second by trustee Christopherson. Any comments or questions? Roll call vote, please.
Trustee Mattson?
Aye.
Trustee Reiser?
Aye.
Trustee Wilson?
Aye.
Trustee Christopherson?
Aye.
Mayor Balderman?
Aye, motion carries. Okay, on our reports and communications, I don't want to keep beating on this dead horse, but it's worth beating on. We do have a couple weeks left. I've gotten some calls from people in Springfield. As I said before, we're really making a difference on the build plan and whatnot. Please keep that up. There's a good chance, even though the governor continues to push hard as recently as today on that we might be able to get it kicked from this legislative session, which would be really important to give us a chance to sit at the table. I will talk a little bit more about this if we are successful with this piece of legislation come June, but I can understand why people think that their voice does not matter in government, especially the higher up you go. I can assure you in this particular case, of course, we'll see what happens at the end of the day, but your voice is making a tremendous difference. If we did not do what we were doing, if other communities didn't do what they were doing, if people were not making phone calls in the social media campaign that they were having, this would just be another piece of legislation that sneaks through like solar did, taking away our local authority, like Surf Internet and all the other, I shouldn't just point out Surf, but they're in our town, we're getting complaints. All the other internet providers that we cannot put a stop to because our local control was taken away. This is one that would have snuck through the cracks, but it would have been 1,000 times worse than what we just mentioned, the other two that we just mentioned. So your voice matters. It's making a difference here. We'll see at the end of the day if the power and ambition of one person outweighs the good of the state. But I'm holding out hope that the legislators are listening to the people and will continue to listen to the people and reject this proposal. So we'll let you know where it's at the end of the month. That's all I have for tonight, other than, of course, tickets are on sale for our concerts. We missed the last one, but Roger Daltrey, lead singer of The Who, is coming out September 12th. That's a great get for us. A lot of people are excited. Get your concerts first. Concert tickets. First one coming up is Brothers Osborne on June 6th. All right, that's all I have for tonight. There's nothing for me. Village attorney. All right, very good. Thank you. Village administrator.
Staff has nothing further.
All right, thank you. Payroll and disbursements. Trustee Mattson.
I make the motion to approve our bi-monthly disbursements in the amount of $3,305,681.12. In addition to these disbursements, approval is needed for a payroll in the amount of $577,615.28 paid on May 15th, 2026, and that would be in a form of a motion.
And I will second that.
Okay, motion's been properly moved and seconded. Any comments or questions? Roll call vote, please.
Trustee Christopherson?
Aye.
Trustee Wilson?
Aye.
Trustee Reiser?
Aye.
Trustee Mattson?
Aye.
Mayor Balderman?
Aye, motion carries. Anything else, Keith?
No, sir.
All right, thank you. Questions or comments from the floor? Annette, you wanted to speak tonight? Please come on up. Obviously, as you know, we don't promote any political organizations or agendas, but there is a town hall meeting that you wanted to speak about.
Yes,
So,
thank you. My name is Annette Vogt. I'm precinct 16. I also happen to be a township trustee. I just want to make the announcement that there is a town hall with Congressman Jonathan Jackson that's going to be held on Tuesday, June 16th. We're calling it Town Hall Tuesday, and it will be at Lincoln Way West from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. Everyone in this room is invited. I'll try to send out a formal invitation. You all probably have a mailbox here that I could just drop that in. I'm a little behind the ball right now, so as soon as I get to that, I will drop off an invitation. I'd like to thank the mayor for graciously agreeing to speak briefly at that event. There's not going to be a bunch of speakers, we're just trying to get the principal and the mayor, and then it's going to be all Jonathan Jackson. And if I could just say briefly, your attendance would demonstrate support for community engagement and provide residents with an opportunity to connect with candidates and elected officials. We're trying to get as many as we can. I've got to get the invitations out, but I thought this would be a great start. While no formal remarks are expected of anybody except the mayor, we welcome you to meet and greet everyone in the 1st Congressional District that is in attendance at that meeting. So I think that's it. Thank you so much.
No, I think it's great. Thank you for organizing it. And quite often, people in the Lincoln Way area feel that we're not represented in Washington, that the majority of the representation happens in the communities east of us. So whether that's the case or not, when we have an opportunity to engage with our congressman, we should take it. So we're glad that he's going to be out here, and I'm looking forward to being there, and we appreciate the efforts in putting it together.
Absolutely. We love him to come to Will County. You know, that's
Sure.
Cook gets all the love. So we're
That's
like,
right.
come on out. And he's like, I'm coming. So
Well, that's good. That's how it should
thank you
be.
so much.
Well, we
Did
appreciate
you
it.
mention the time?
5:30 to 7:30, yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
And it'll be in your mailbox.
Very good. Thank you, Annette.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for coming tonight.
Uh-huh.
Thank you. All right, if there's no one else here to speak, trustee comments. Trustee Reiser?
Nothing tonight, Mayor?
Thank you. Trustee Mattson?
Just have a safe and enjoyable Memorial Day weekend.
Very good. Thank you. Trustee Christopherson?
Just another happy birthday to you. I'm a big believer in celebrating birthday weekends, weeks, months.
I'm not.
Happy birthday. That's all I have.
Good. Thank you very much. Trustee Wilson?
Nothing tonight.
All right, thank you. Obviously, this was our second regular meeting, so there is not another meeting until June 8th. So everybody be safe. Kids are going to be getting out of school. Fortunately or unfortunately, depending how you feel about it, there are little electric bikes and motorbikes all over the streets. Please be careful with those kids that are out there. And if there's nothing further, is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
Motion by trustee Wilson, second by trustee Christopherson. All those in favor signify by a voice vote of aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Meeting adjourned.